Some picks made me look like a hockey genius, and some, well, let's just say I owe a few fan bases an apology. Stay tuned to find out.
Welcome to BritBoy Hockey.
In this video, I'm reviewing my 2024-25 NIHL ones to watch predictions. The link for the playlist with the original predictions is down in the description below and also as a pinned comment. Before we dive in, of course, make sure to slapshot that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a future video. And of course, make sure to check out our retro hockey apparel over at BritBoyDesigns.com. Now, let's get into the review. First, the Bristol Pitbulls and Bayley Harewood. We're going in reverse order as of league standings this time, so Bristol to Leeds. He played 47 games, putting up 27 goals and 46 assists for 73 points. He was arguably the best player on the team, probably one of the best players in the league, and he probably still is. His play on the ice was elite, even though there were a few off-ice issues, including his treatment of the referees and technically an ongoing investigation. Despite the drama, his production was strong for a team that struggled overall. The verdict on this one is that he lived up to my expectations, but there were obviously some issues. Next, the Berkshire Bees, and I predicted Max Wright for the Bees, and while the stats don't really show it, this one is more about the numbers. He played 47 games, finished with a 15-32 and 0 record. That's wins, losses and shutouts. Had a 4.03 goals against average and a 90.73 save percentage. Despite the Bees on and off ice issues, Max was often one of the reasons why they stayed competitive. Across the league, he earned respect, and with the Bees mothballing for next season, it will be interesting to see where he ends up. The verdict on this one, again, is that he lived up to expectations and often carried a struggling team. Next, the Solway Sharks. I went with Marr, and it wasn't my best call. He played 47 games, had a 17-31 and 0 record, 4.06 goals against average and an 88.55 save percentage. He had some good moments, but inconsistency was a recurring theme. It was a tough year for Solway overall, though they just missed out on the playoffs. Let's just say Rennie wins the family bragging rights this season, although let's see what happens next season. Verdict on this one is that I slightly overestimated him as he had some mixed performances. For the Telford Tigers, I chose Finley Howells, and I'm pretty happy with that. He played 52 games, scored 19 goals, 32 assists, 58 points. Telford had, injuries here and there all season. Finley stepped up as a very young British forward. He's got promise and performed well when the team needed him. The verdict on this one is that he met expectations and is still a big prospect. Next, the Romford Raiders, and I picked Ethan James. This one hurts a little. He's long-serving Raider. He played 36 games, a 13-22 and 1 record, 4.68 goals against average and an 88.52 save percentage. Statistically, not great, though he did have some strong showings during the regular season. That said, it was the inconsistency that crept up in the playoffs, which may have costed Romford a place at Coventry. After 5 years with the club, he's moving on. Honestly, I think I overestimated him on this one slightly, but we wish him all the best in the future. The verdict on this one is that it was a bit of an underestimation, but a solid career with Romford. Next, the Sheffield Steeldogs. I picked Sam Tremblay, and he delivered for the Dogs, of course, while he was there. In 43 games, he scored 30 goals, 30 assists, 68 points, but then he signed full-time with the Steelers, to the dismay of many Steeldogs fans. His absence arguably affected the Dogs' playoff run, but that's part of the gamble when you rely on high-end imports. Under Slava's guidance, it'll be interesting to compare future import production. So the verdict on this one is that he delivered, but availability disrupted impact. Next, the Peterborough Phantoms. I took a gamble picking Hayden Lavigne, and it was a complicated one. He started 49 games, posted a 29, 20 and 2 record, 3.63 goals against average and a 90.71 save percentage. Statistically, he was very solid, but he did divide opinion. Some Phantom fans had mixed feelings about his performances. There were some moments, apparently, where teammates and even his own circle had to defend him publicly. But still, he backstopped them to semi-finals in the playoffs, and with Ashley Tate now taken over, it will be interesting to see how he performs next season. The verdict on this one is mixed. He met expectations, but fan perception was a bit split. Next, the Hull Seahawks. I predicted Emil Svec to shine for them, and he did. He played 51 games, scored 46 goals, 56 assists, 102 points. He was the 4th highest point scorer in the league. He helped Hull get to the playoffs, even if they fell short of Coventry in the end. There's not much more you can ask for from Emil. Let's see what he can do next season back up in Hull, and he definitely lived up to my hype with the prediction. Next, Swindon. I predicted Jake Bricknell. The editor predicted Ryan Wells, by the way. And wow, he delivered in terms of Jake. Across 54 games, he scored 57 goals, 50 assists, 107 point season. That made him the league's top goal scorer and second in points overall. Of course, his success is down to an incredible team that Aaron built over in Swindon. Great players need great players around them to succeed. There's an argument to be made for Wells being the more complete team contributor, but Bricknell still exceeded my expectations. Let's see how he does across the M4 in Bristol, but the verdict on this prediction was that he exceeded my expectations, and it was a huge season from Jake. Next, Dillon Lawrence for the MK Lightning. He only played 31 games, but he did rack up 21 points and 15 assists, finishing with 36 points. It wasn't his best season ever in terms of stats, but for just over half the campaign, he was definitely impactful. You can't agree with those numbers in limited time, so even with fewer games, I think this one's a win. But the verdict on his last season in MK is that he met my expectations despite the limited appearances. And lastly, Ollie Endicott for the Leeds Knights. He played 51 games, scoring 14 goals, 19 assists, and for 33 points is not too bad. But you could say underwhelming when you compare him to names like Kieran Brown or Sam Gospel, but it's a hard comparison to make. They were real driving forces for Leeds this season, respectively, which obviously led to the three-peat in the league, and again an appearance in Coventry. A good team player, yes, but not quite the breakout I predicted. Still, he's a young player with upside, and we'll see what he brings next season in the Castle. I think the verdict on this one, though, is that he underachieved compared to my expectations. So, there you have it. All 11 of my ones to watch picks for the 24-25 NIHL season reviewed. Some were spot on, others, yeah, we'll call them learning opportunities. Who impressed you the most? Let me know down in the comments. I'm up for some friendly debate on my picks. If you enjoyed this review, of course, make sure to slapshot that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you're first in line for our upcoming ones to watch predictions for both the EIHL and the NIHL this season. Don't forget to check out BritBoy designs for retro hockey apparel this summer. And as Ryan Reynolds would say, don't have a good day, have a great day. Thank you for watching, and make sure to return for this season's predictions. It's been BritBoy Hockey, and goodbye.